It's impossible to know the future. But if things slow down, it helps to be prepared. This is Money Talks.
We're back. I'm Troy Harmon here with Nick Antonucci and Dr. Roger Tutterow. We've been talking about the economy versus the stock market and things that we're watching. So, Roger, my question is, what comes next? I mean, do we go back to normal? Is this a game changer? Does this change forever?
I think there are aspects of business that probably will change permanently. I think we have educated an entire generation for how you conduct business and how you live your life remotely. I have friends that are in the professional sales arena, and they will tell you that they realize how much time and travel funds they save with these meetings that are done through Zoom or Teams or whatever. Right. I think a lot of that changes. In education, obviously, we're gonna use the technology more aggressively than we have in the past. I think healthcare, all the professional business services arena. I'm sure you guys schedule meetings now that you use Zoom on with clients.
Absolutely.
You might have done face-to-face before.
Daily. Yeah, absolutely. We've done a lot of that.
And the jury's still out, but it's hard not to believe this will have not only big implications for retail, but Class A office space. Because you may not need the same number of square feet per employee if we do more telecommuting and more remote meetings. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Now, one thing that I've noticed is it seems like young folks, at least, really prefer what we're doing now. Not having a commute, being at home, maybe working in their pajamas, at least the pajama bottoms if they're on a Zoom call, right? So it seems to me that there's going to be a little bit of resistance for them to get back in the office. But I have noted that there are a lot of salespeople who would rather be in front of you. They'd rather have the face-to-face meeting in person, shake your hand, talk to you in that manner. And not only that, but trainers, people who train individuals within a business, say that there are certain things that you just can't relay to the next generation, to your younger employees. And it seems to me like one of the major losses could be, if you have some sort of a special environment that you've created within your business, the culture could be lost through a stay-at-home.
Yeah, and I think part of that's just due to the fact that, we all grew up in an education system where you were present. There wasn't, until, later in college for me, there wasn't online learning. You couldn't take online classes.
Right.
So we grew up being face-to-face with people. I think, the younger kids now that are in elementary school, if they grow up to this digital learning, there's not going to be such a huge, whether there's a decline in education from switching the methods or what, but if that's ingrained in them, it's not going to be, they're not going to think twice about it. Whereas for me, if I had to go to college right now, online only, it would be a struggle because I'm used to the in-person learning. I take to it better that way, and it would be a significant adjustment for me to make.
But whether it's education or it's professional business services, I think what will come out of this will be a hybrid. You'll still have some face-to-face meetings, but you'll learn how to use technology to lever that. Sure. And I, for one, we taught online at KSU this summer, and some of the classes will be online, some will be face-to-face in the fall. And so we developed materials that I think we'll use them even in face-to-face classes. So I think that, the business sector is going to follow the same thing. A good example, a friend of mine lives in Milwaukee. He sells industrial equipment. Typically, the sales guys would get together in Detroit about every 3 months. Now they can do Zoom. They save $1,000 travel and 2 days of time.
Yeah.
So some huge efficiency gains to be had there.
Yeah, no doubt. All right.